The night you became his woman is not necessarily the same night that he became your man. Welcome to Hashtag Relationships, where we are going to break down the powerful lyrics from the legendary Miss Betty Wright, who wrote and performed a very popular song called Tonight is the Night. It is the story of a young woman making love for the very first time. The hook is, tonight is the night that you make me a woman. In the song, Betty Wright outlined, she described the emotional experience of a young woman making love for the very first time. She said, "I'm nervous and I'm trembling, waiting for you to walk in." She went on to describe, "I can hear your car door slamming. I want to play big girl and put on a sexy smile." But it was this next line that got my attention, sister. She said, "But I know so very little about what love is." And this is what I want you to focus your attention on today, my sister. In her introduction to this song, Betty Wright explained that the piece was originally written as a poem and that she had no intentions on recording it as a song. She explained how it is the story of a young girl making love for the very first time, but I see it as a story about the state of mind that the young girl is in beforehand. And I contend that this state of mind has continued on throughout the lives of many women today who are no longer considered young girls, but they are full-grown adults, but still know very little about what love is. The young girl was uninformed. This was her state of mind. She was untaught, unknowledgeable, inexperienced, unenlightened when it came to what love is. Does this describe you today, sister? But it was her innocence as a young girl that was responsible for her ignorance. And when I say ignorance, I don't mean that as a put down. I mean it in the sense of the Latin term ignorare, which gives reference to how she was unacquainted or oblivious to how a thing is done. Sister, I want you to focus on the phrase, "but I know so very little about what love is." Now, brothers, I know that you fall into this same category of knowing so very little about what love is, so you can follow along as well. The point is, if she knows so very little about what love is, then it stands to reason that she also knows very little about what love is not. Now, Lamont Dozier and the Holland brothers, James and Brian Holland, they wrote a song performed by Martha Reeves of Martha and the Vandellas called "Love Makes Me Do Foolish Things." Sit alone by the phone, the lyrics said, a phone that never rings, hoping to hear you say you love me still, knowing you never will. Love has made a fool of me. These are real, live, breathing lyrics. Love has made a fool of me, got me doing things I shouldn't be. The song talks about holding on to memories that only makes me cry. Now, sisters and brothers, at some point, this is not what we want. We don't want to hold on to memories that only make us cry. Who looks forward to that? No, I'm gonna offer you some words that mean a little more to you and words that make a little more sense to you. We want to take the word love out of the equation. We want to take the word love out of your mouth and out of your conversation. And next time you're having a discussion with a man, sister, try to avoid the word love. And when you're talking about what it is that you want, let me offer you some words that I know that you want. You want peace. You want good memories. You don't want memories that make you cry. You want memories that allow you to smile. You want to feel secure. You want consistency. You want calmness in your relationship, serenity, not agitation, stress, confusion, anger, frustration. You don't want fear and you don't want pain. Now, what's interesting is you know very little about what love is, but you know oh so well about that list of words that I just gave you. What I want you to do is start putting your mind on something that actually makes sense to you. When you start talking about love, and when you almost to the point of where you want to say it, don't say it, sister. Don't say love. Say gratitude. Let's replace love with gratitude right now, because gratitude is actually a more powerful emotion than love is. And I'm going to prove that over the next few minutes. The quality of being thankful. This is what gratitude is. It is the quality of being thankful for your relationship and the readiness to show appreciation for and to the man in your life, and for him to return his gratefulness back to you. Now, for those of you who have children or know someone who does, or if you've ever been around a child that is ungrateful, it doesn't matter how much you love that child. You don't want to be around a child that does not show appreciation, and you don't want to be around a child that lacks gratitude. It doesn't even matter if it's your child. No one wants to be around ungrateful people. The most unhappy people in the world, all of the unhappy people in the world lack gratitude. It is inherent. They go hand in hand. Furthermore, if you ask a parent to describe what it's like to raise children, sister, if you've ever had that conversation, the first two words out of their mouths will never be fun and happy. But we look for words like love and fun and I want to be happy when we're describing what we're looking for in relationships, but we can't even recognize what that looks like. Those are fleeting emotions. Happiness is a fleeting emotion. It comes and it goes. It's a part of life's ups and downs, and so it ebbs and it flows. So we have the right to pursue happiness, but as for happiness, no, it is not a component. It should not be at the foundation, nor should it be used as a word to describe what it is that you're actually looking for. You get to choose whether or not you're going to be happy, sister. As for your relationship and the work that goes into a healthy relationship and a marriage of fulfillment, all of the things that mean the most to us in terms of what we value takes work, takes effort, takes commitment and consistency. And the part that's fun is when you succeed in those efforts. You don't even want to take a job that don't appreciate you, even though they are paying you to be there. If this job or this career does not show you appreciation, you'd rather go somewhere else or to work somewhere else that will show you how much they appreciate you for your efforts beyond your paycheck. So, sister, I want to leave you with this. It's not until a man develops appreciation for you that you should offer your rewards to him. A man takes better care of those things that he truly appreciates the most. And if you really knew more about what love is, sister, you would agree with Tina Turner, who said, "What's love got to do with it?" You loved him, and he said he loved you. And even though he told you he loved you, you recognized, sister, that he did not appreciate you. So you left him because you would much rather be appreciated by someone else. Gratitude is more powerful than love will ever be, and happiness is as fleeting and as sporadic, as infrequent, and as episodic as falling in love. So finally, my brothers and sisters, love is not always accompanied by happiness. Love does not always show up with happiness. So how can you find something that you cannot recognize? Lastly, sister, I want to share with you some lyrics that were written by Diane Warren. She wrote a song called Grateful. And she said, "I'm grateful for the storm. It made me appreciate the sun. Grateful for the pain. Thankful for all my scars. I pulled myself out, she said. I learned a lesson, got no regrets. Let me remind you to something, sister. Now, healthy relationships, there's no room for regret in healthy relationships. And since you know so very little about what love is, how do you expect to ever find something that you can't completely describe? Guys, I'm only here to help because I want for you what I want for myself. I want you guys to choose to be happy. I want you to choose health. I want you to live a life of longevity and one of fulfillment. But above all these things combined, I wish upon you many, many blessings. I hope this information has been in the least bit helpful. I certainly enjoyed sharing it with you. I am looking forward to your response, and as always, my name is Jay Jackson.